In this example, we're required to simplify the following expressions using the laws of indices. So you don't really have to, you don't really have to work out the final value, but you can. So for instance, in this case, I have 5 squared times 5 cubed. So I'm just going to use the fact that x raised to the n times x raised to the m is equal to x raised to the n plus m. So I can write this as 5 raised to the power of 5. And then if you want, you can go further and simplify it using your calculator. There'll be no harm in doing that. So part 2, simplifying that. Okay, I have 3 squared, and I have 1 over 3 raised to the power of minus 2. You should always hate situations where you have terms raised to negative power. So you should always attempt to get rid of the negative power. So the step is to take the reciprocal of this term, 1 over 3, which gives 3 over 1, and then it's just raised to the power of 2. So what we have, in essence, is 3 squared times 3 squared over 1 squared. 1 squared is 1, so we have 3 squared over 1, which is 3 squared. So we have 3 squared times 3 squared, which is 3 raised to the power of 4. So for part 3, I have 2 raised to the power of minus 4 times 8 raised to the power of 4 over 3. So I'm going to tackle this 8 raised to the power of 4 over 3. I'm just going to do that here. 8 raised to the power of 4 over 3. Okay. 8 raised to the power of 4 over 3 can be simplified a bit. Now you need to note that 4 over 3 is the same thing as 1 over 3 times 4. And I'll show you a rule. X raised to the power of a or raised to the power of b is x raised to the power of a times b. So where am I going? Well, I have 8 raised to the power of 4 over 3, right? So I'm going to say, well, that's 8 raised to the power of 1 over 3 all raised to the power of 4. Because if I start from this right hand side to go to the left hand side, I know that using this rule, x raised to the power of a all raised to b is x raised to a times b. So this would be 8 raised to the power of a times b, which is 1 over 3 times 4, which is 4 over 3. Now, by doing what I just did, so I can now ask myself, what is 8 raised to the power of 1 over 3? Well, that's the cube root of 8, which is 2. So this expression is the same thing as, instead of 8 raised to the power of 1 over 3, it's 2 all raised to the power of 4. So I can now come back here and say, well, what I've been given is 2 raised to the power of minus 4 times 8 raised to the power of 4 over 3, which I've determined to be 2 raised to the 4. So what I have is 2 raised to the power of minus 4 plus 4, which is equal to 2 raised to the power of 0, which is equal to 1. For case 4, all you have to recall is the formula I just used, which is the following one. X raised to the a raised to the power of b is equal to x raised to the power of a times b. So here I have 4 raised to the power of 2 all raised to the power of 3, which is going to be 4 raised to the power of 2 times 3, which is equal to 4 raised to the power of 6. Similarly, 7 raised to the power of minus 2 raised to the power of 2 over 3, same thing as 7 raised to the power of minus 2 times 2 over 3, which is equal to 7 raised to the power of minus 4 over 3. Nobody ever likes expressions where you're raising a number to a negative power, so I'm going to rewrite this as, by the way, 7 is the same thing as 7 over 1. So I'm going to take the reciprocal, so I have 1 over 7 raised to the power of 4 over 3. I mean, we can leave it here because this is a tricky expression. I mean, you can't really simplify it further unless you want to go ahead and say 1 over 7 raised to the 4, then the cube root of that. And this will give you 1 raised to the 4, which is 1, divided by 7 raised to the 4, all raised to the power 1 over 3. So this expression, I mean, the whole idea was just to get rid of this negative sign here, and now we have no negative power, and put it that way. So, I mean, we can really stop here. Part 6. So we're asked to determine 999 raised to the power of 0. Well, we actually need to do nothing here because, or let's say we don't really need to do much because we know that any number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So the answer here is simply 1.